is 11 o'clock Thursday night and she's ready to get pulled off for final welding. Let me show you what I got going on. All the tubes are in place. A couple need to get cut off and capped, but that's minor. That can be done when it gets off. All the tabs for the light needs to get welded on, but I can do that while it's off too. I already kind of have an idea where I want to put them. Same with all the strap mounts, like those need to get welded into place too, along with the expanded metal. I didn't want to put the expanded metal up on top because I figure I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this off the truck without a forklift, which might use that cross member somehow with it come along or something and figure it out, because my lift doesn't go high enough to get it off, so that's a problem. I can't use the lift like I typically would. Yeah, that's a whole lot of tomorrow's problem. So as you can see, got all the gusset tubes across top, one there, one kicks there. I got the one that goes across there. Also got the bar that goes across the top, 90s down, right at the back side here, about the right height of that, just a touch over it, which is rad. That tube in, yeah. I think it looks pretty dang cool. Pretty happy with it. Should be pretty strong as well. Everything's tied in. There's really no dead nodes anywhere, which is kind of nice. Always struggle to make tubes tie into places on purpose. The only ones that are kind of a dead node are these guys right there, but not the end of the world. I could always run a crossbar across, but I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, everything's on the same plane, same angles of each other. Like, I think those two are spot on, those four are spot on. The very ends of those, I'm gonna have to cut them back a little bit and cap the ends, just because one of them ended up being a little bit longer, which that would be that guy there, that one right there. But we'll go back. But yeah, get to spend many hours tomorrow TIG welding it all together, and that's not enjoyable, but it's good practice. It's really doesn't matter, so that's why I continue just forcing myself to TIG weld everything. I honestly haven't touched my MIG welder in, I lied. I touched my MIG welder when I went to weld the axle tubes to the diff housings on the Samurai trail rig. That was just easier to preheat with a torch and then buzz it in with the wire feed and then cool it off afterwards. I didn't feel confident enough TIG welding it, so just good old squirt gun for that. But pretty much everything I've been doing lately on my car, customers' cars, this has been TIG welding everything. So getting a lot better. It's just time behind the torch, and I'm just teaching myself how to do it. I've had JP from Total Racing Solutions. I bought his Everlast from him because he ended up getting a new one, so I bought his old one. What is it? It's an Everlast Pro TIG 325, and it has a water cooler as well. So that's been a whole lot of figuring out how to operate that thing, and it's kind of nice because it's centralized right there. It's hard to do this backwards. If you're looking at it, like, I think I'm pointing at it over right there, but I'm really not. It's like right there. Yeah, it's really difficult to do that with the camera facing yourself. Sidetrack, sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, been working on different settings on that to get that thing dialed in for my style of welding and the speeds I go. There's a lot of preset settings that JP had in there, but they're a little too advanced for me, so try not to do that, or try not to use them that often. There's a couple that I really like that I've figured out that I can dial back the amperage and like a couple of the pulse settings, and it flows pretty solid for me. But yeah, I'm gonna try to weld it all out tomorrow, and that way if I weld it out tomorrow, I can paint it on Saturday morning, let it dry, and then get it installed on the truck Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, whatever, and then bolt it on and get this out of here so I can have the shop empty for doing that UTV and teching one of it's Chris Brown's 4800 car. None of you guys knew, I have bands. I am licensed with, not necessarily licensed, but I got approved through Ultra 4 to pre-tech cars like chassis tech and all that stuff. So I have bands. If you're looking into racing, you can contact me. Happily get you set up with an appointment, throw your car in some scales and kind of go through, make sure you have all safety items, you have all the proper gussets, and that way you can get this done prior to racing. By the time this video comes out, it'll probably be too late for a lot of people, but for going forward for 2027, if you're building a car throughout 2026 and want to get it teched or have some answers done for, like, have some answers for some of your questions as far as tech concerns, feel free to reach out. Happily help you guys out with all that. Yeah, super stoked how the truck's coming out though. See, it looks pretty mean. It's gonna be rad. I'm gonna paint the chase rack black, and pretty much I'm trying to de-chrome the truck, but it's hard when the utility bed has chrome handles and like shiny chrome or like aluminum chrome, whatever you want to call it, top box. So it's kind of hard to de-chrome the truck, but I've done pretty good at it so far, and if that's all that's there, I'm not really too concerned about it. But yeah, super stoked. Definitely everything I envisioned is coming to life with this truck, and super stoked on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go home, clean up, go to bed, and go to work in the morning. So I will see you guys later. Didn't really take much video or do anything tonight, but got a lot of work done. I just didn't document any of it. Got it off the truck this afternoon and borrowed my shop neighbor's forklift. Got it all set in here, kind of ghetto fab to like support it, and so I could move it up and down so I could weld things out. Everything's welded. Light mount, and there's another one in the same spot over there. All these little buckles, these three here, those three, and these top three, wow, it doesn't focus, are for the spare tires. Like I said, this is, I just spaced it out from the edge 14 inches, so 7, and then from that one went 14 and 14. That gives me 3 tires that are quote unquote 1350 wide as the max. Realistically, I run all 1250s, but I didn't want to limit myself to a certain tire, like size wise, so I made it all work. May add a couple more just like next to each other, like maybe here and here. Like I'll measure out off the edge of this guy out in that center, and then maybe go 1250 and figure out where that is, and then from there and see, I don't know. I have 2 37s here that I can at least stack 2 of them in here and at least get an idea of how it's gonna work, but should work pretty good. Did like what I talked about, left the gap, about 5-inch gap on this side, so like I said, I can put my jacks on this side. I can put a shovel, like rake, all the things like pits, things that I don't want to take up the whole bed space, but I can go vertical essentially. And then did a bunch of mounts all along the roof line every which way. So that's all done. I gotta do the expanded metal still across the top, which I have it. It's already sheared. I just need to notch it around the tubes and then get it in place and weld it into place. And then I gotta do an antenna mount, and that should be it. And then set it up and get it ready for paint. Just gonna paint it gloss black and party on for now. And I'm sure, like I said, I'm not gonna powder coat it because I'm assuming there's probably more things that I wanna do to it and add to it, so I don't want to powder coat something right away. I'm just gonna paint it and let it ride and see how I like things. If I want to add things, change things, whatnot, blah blah blah, I'll take care of doing all that then. So yeah, that's it for the night. It's getting late. I will be back here Saturday. Shop dog doing shop dog shit. She's a pretty cool dog. Come here. Say hi to the camera. He's a good dog. Oh, yeah, definitely up close personal. That's close up. That's your good side. Yeah. All right, guys. Got first layer primer down. Got it welded out last night. Obviously, capped all the tube ends. Got the expanded metal up on top. All that's welded in. So, yeah, just working on paint now. It's pretty freaking cool, man. Stoked about it. Definitely couldn't ask for anything better. There's a few things that, like, obviously I need to work on my TIG welding a little bit better, but is what it is, not the end of the world. Still looks great. I'm not against it. I think it came out very, very well. Yeah, so just waiting on paint to dry, and then we'll do like probably 2 or 3 coats of some gloss black on it, and party on. Pretty happy. Gonna keep at it. Gotta get this done. So then tomorrow I got a UTV coming in to get a rear bumper built for it, for hammers, and then also teching a 4800 car for hammers as well. So borrowed a set of scales from a buddy of mine, and then yeah, just gotta go through the checklist and all that and make sure that car is ready to go. So busy, busy, busy. Guys, I realized I never finished off the chase truck video, so let me do that right now. Go around and show you everything. So I went through, replaced all the cheap Amazon lights and got some of these aux beams that have a decent flood pattern to them, as you can tell. One tire for 37, another tire will go off that one, the one there. I got just my chairs thrown in real quick. I got that guy's got some miscellaneous parts, cooler. I'm bringing a generator down with me, and then a couple wheels for a customer of mine, but race radio antennas installed. Again, all these lights are all wired up, and there's really no clean way of doing this. I thought I'm gonna try to probably like attach it to that later on, but gets the job done. So yeah, everything's all dialed in, painted black on the truck. It looks dope. Super happy with it. These lights are bright and gives me, between those all up on top, those two on either side, it lights up the whole back of the truck, and they also have these spots on the bottom. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try her out in about a week. Let you guys know how it goes.